welcome to LitBits, quick tips and tricks to help your child get better at reading and writing at home. My name is Tamara Martin-Spady. I'm a literacy consultant for Elk Island Public Schools, and I work with a lot of kids who want to get better at reading and writing. I thought I'd share some of my tips and tricks to help you work on this with your child at home. Today's tip is switch it. This is a game that I've borrowed from a website called Reading Simplified. So many teachers do this with their kids. This game is so great because it helps kids make words out of just a certain number of letters, so they don't have to struggle with an entire alphabet of 26 letters and even more combinations. They just have certain letters that they have to pick from and switch it up to make words. This helps with the process of taking a sound and matching it to a letter, which we know from research that is how our brains learn to read, because that moves things to long-term memory. So here's how you play Switch It. This is super easy at home. If you have a whiteboard, it's fantastic. You can do this on apps on the iPad, or even just a piece of paper works too. So what I'm going to ask my child to do is I'm going to write out all of the letters that they've got at the top here. So it's going to be O, A, S, M, T, and P. Okay, I can write them out. I could put these on letter cards. If I have fridge magnets, even better. We can move those up and down on our fridge. I'm just going to write them. Okay, we're going to just be making three-letter words in this game today because those are the easiest ones. If you go to Reading Simplified, you can get the games. I believe lots of them are for free. If you Google this, you will find lots of these that you can do with your child. So all of these are three-letter words, so I'm going to draw 3 lines. So my child knows that's as hard as the word is going to be, and they're only going to have to match those 3 letters. Okay, I'm going to say to them, the first word is map. Let's make the sounds in map. A, p. Okay, take a look at the letters that we have there. Which one do you think makes Have your child make the sound. Always make the sound when they're doing the letter. And if they're writing it, it works really well to go like this. Okay, we've got an I'm going to maybe underline that one so I know I've already used this one. And as I write it, I'm going to go There is research that actually tells us that if they make the sound as they write it, it actually helps our brain even more. Okay, our next sound was map, so a. Let's look at those. We have 2 to choose from. Ask your child to make those sounds and help them get those sounds right. So we've got aw, and we've got a. Map. Which one do you hear? Hopefully they pick this one. App. And lastly, we hear p. Again, do the same thing. Make the sounds, make sure they have them right, and then get them to put the correct one. Don't rush them on this. If they need a little time to think, that is okay. If they get it wrong the first time, that is okay. We'll practice it again. Okay, important to do this. Don't stop here. Go like this. App, map. We always want to teach our kids that when we read, we want to segment the sounds, app, and blend it back together. That's really what reading is. Sometimes we do this in our head, but when we're a new reader, we want to do it out loud. App, map. Okay. Now, I'm going to take away those underlines here, and I'm not going to clear the whole thing. I'm going to say to my child, can you switch one letter so now it says mat instead of map? Now, let your child do this thinking, because what you want them to be doing out loud is going like this, mat. Really emphasize that sound. It's the end of the word, mat, mat. Have them do this, map, map. I got to change it to mat. Let them do all the thinking, and hopefully they will come up with mat, and they might even underline that one. Okay, now that we've made that, we're still going to do this. At, mat. Always segment and blend it. Remember, that's what's going to move these words to our memory. Sometimes we need to do this hundreds of times before it actually sticks in there. Sometimes kids can do it once and it sticks in. All right, now we have mat. I want to switch it. Switch one letter, so now it says sad. What letter am I going to switch? I've got only these choices here. Is it the beginning letter, the middle letter, the end letter? Sad, sad. Make them say it out loud. Okay, hopefully they're going to come up with, I'm going to switch the M down to S. Maybe give me an underline on that S. Okay, let's blend and segment. Sorry, segment and blend. Sat, sat. Okay, let's do one more. I'm going to make this one into a name. No, actually, no. I'm going to make this one into something that means I do this to my dog. Oh, you're a good dog. I can even add that vocabulary instead of just telling the actual word. I can make them guess at what the word might be. So they might say, oh, that's Pat. Okay, I'm going to have to switch it. So I'm not going to use that anymore. Let's get rid of this. And I want at. Oh, that's going to be a P. I'm going to put it there. Let's segment and blend. At, pat. And you can go through and you can make all kinds of different word combinations. You can actually ask them, is there a letter that I could switch in here to make something else that has still the P and the T, but could I make a new word like pot? You could do all kinds of switcheroo with that. Switch It is a great game that you can play to help your child do that segment and blending, which is so important for readers to know how to do. And that's our LitBit for today.